Disclaimer, I am not being paid for this review by Cafe Nation or Keurig. This is simply me trying to help my friend out and do a review on the new Keurig machine. Thanks for watching. I'm Dash, and I wanted to come to you today, help out a friend of mine with a little review. My friend, his name is Paul, and he runs a website called Cafe Nation, and he's big into coffee. So I just purchased this new Keurig Vue, and I figured I'd do a little review for him. This is the old Keurig machine that I had, making sure they both have water, because that would be kind of, wild to not have water. So let me fill them up really quickly. Alright, now that both of the machines are full, I guess first things first, you can see on the new machine, the reservoir is a little bit bigger than on the old machine. But that kind of really doesn't matter, because the old machine, you can only do select. I believe it might be like a 6 ounce and a 8 ounce size cup. With the new machine, you can do more than just those two sizes. You can do 4 ounces up to 18 ounces. But we'll talk about that in a second. So here we go. My wife saw a review, or she saw something for the new Vue, and she told me she wanted it, so I got it for her for Mother's Day. Cool enough. We've had today is May 18th, Friday, May 18th. So we've had this machine for about a week now, and we've put it through its paces, and I feel like I could give you a pretty decent review, hopefully within about 10 minutes. I don't know. I just plan to show you some of the highlights, the things that are different between the two, and pros and cons of the older machine versus the newer machine. Well, I'm going to be pulling you off of a tripod and pulling you close so you can see the screens and everything like that. But the first thing I would like to do is turn them both on to see which one heats up faster. And it looks like the new Vue is slightly faster than the old machine. But one of the things that I will say is I used the new machine earlier this morning, so the water in the machine might still be a little warm. I probably used about an hour and a half ago, and it shows 9:26 a.m. So while I have you down and close to the machine, I'll show you some things on this nice touch screen. And here we have the settings. Obviously there's a time setting and a temperature setting. Okay. Now one of the things that is toted with the new machine is that you can change the temperature. Okay. And the range goes from 187 to 197. So that's a 10-degree difference in Fahrenheit if you're into that. We keep it pretty much in the middle, and I'll touch set. I think in the settings also with the time, you can set it on and off, and it'll do energy saver. So I think that's pretty cool with the new stuff. And again, this is touchscreen. The old one is still heating. Now again, like I said, the old one hasn't been on in about a week. So one of the first things you notice when you bring out the machines is that the new machine versus the old machine, the loading style. Okay, the new machine, the pods look like this. They're a lot different. The old machine pods are like this. So with the new machine, I'm going to put in a pod. And that one's ready. And let's do I set up the Vue cups over here. And I'm going to do a perfect blend. Okay. Now you see where this says travel mug? It means that this one will fill a mug up to 18 ounces, which I think is pretty cool. If you're like me, I can go to Starbucks and get a venti and drink it right down and then go get a refill with no problem. It's called a drink, therefore I do. Alright, so let me show you this. This mug is probably a 16 ounce. It might be 16 ounces. I'm not going to check right now, but it will not fit under there. Okay, con. It is, the old machine is taller from the pour spout to the bottom. Again, that's a con on the new machine and a pro on the old machine. So with this mug, I know I can get up to about a 12-ounce cup of coffee and still have some room for cream and everything. Now, like I said the first time, one of the things you notice immediately is that the old system, the pods go in vertically, where the new system, the pods go in horizontally. And they go down, and we go down, and we're going to do, in order to get a fair side-by-side comparison of which brews faster, I'm going to leave it on the new one on the basic settings, and we'll brew an 8-ounce cup of coffee. So we have 8 ounce. I'm going to touch coffee. And you see how it's highlighted there? It's got that brown. I'm going to leave it at 8 ounces, and then I can touch this. Now, if I wanted to make it stronger, I could touch the strong button. So you can select between like a light roast or a light brew and a strong brew. And we have the old style K-cup machine, and I'm going to try to push the buttons as quickly as I can at the same time. I assure you, all of this coffee that I'm going to brew, at some point today, I will drink it. If you guys could smell the aroma coming from these machines right now. I think I'm gonna call that a draw. They finished roughly at about the same exact time. This is from the Vue, and this is from the older machine. The cups look fine. One of the things while I'm thinking about it, so this is an old machine cup, and this is a new machine cup. The old machine cups, apparently people were complaining about the landfill, like usage and stuff like that. You could take the foil piece off, and you'd have to take the coffee out to try and recycle this plastic piece here or the thing at the bottom. With the new machine pods, trying to do this with one hand, you can open it up. Alright. Again, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Oh, I'm going to give up and put you back on the tripod. With the new cups, all you do is tear them open, and you could take the coffee pot out or tea and take this piece, throw it away, and recycle the cup. I have to add though, they do suggest you let it cool. That was a pot I had from earlier today, and it was cold to the touch, so I didn't burn myself. So right now I have sleepy time, I have donut shop, breakfast blend, and again this is the travel mug size, which will go up to 18 ounces. I have a cappuccino. Now this is a two-part. I'll show you that in a second. There's a Southern style sweet tea and an Italian roast. One of the things I saw about the complaints about the Southern style sweet tea is that the sweetener that is used is like Splenda, and some people don't like that. Honestly, to me, it doesn't bother me. Okay, so these things here, so far I found at Bed Bath & Beyond. I saw almost every one of these flavors at Bed Bath & Beyond. And when I was there, I purchased this cappuccino. Now the thing about the cappuccino, or this in particular, is that it's 2 parts. You see it says that there's 8 frother and 8 coffees. The only problem with that is, you see how this has 12 and this one has 16 and this one has 16, and so there's 12 in the back on that Italian roast and 16 on that sweet tea. The only problem with that is this means there's 8 cups of coffee. 8 cups of coffee, and it costs the same amount of money. It was about 12 bucks for that box. So these are a little more expensive. And before you start going crazy, this is a little coffee pantry here, or some of it. Let's see. There's a tea thing down there. Where is my... I do also own a French press. So, and I primarily use the K-Cup machine whenever I'm in a pinch, or I just really want only a single cup of coffee. I'll give you some more details about the actual machine itself. So what I'm going to do is put this 18 ounce, or excuse me, put that breakfast blend big cup back in, or big pod back in, so you can get a decent view of the screen here. And again, we have multiple settings. I can go up to 18 ounces. I can select tea, and again, well, the tea only goes to 12 ounces, and if I do hot cocoa, it only goes to 10 ounces. Now here is for cafe, and this is for like the cappuccinos, and you can't, for the froth, it's only 4 ounces. Let's see if we can make it smaller. Nope. So it's always going to be 4 ounces of the froth. And the coffee, again, I can, once I get to, I tell it, hey, well, it's smarter than I'm trying to give it credit to be. It knows it has to do the froth first, then it'll do the coffee. I found that the coffee, you can make it strong, but you can only do up to 6 ounces. You can either do 4 or 6 ounces with the froth. Now, I don't know why, or I guess I can't, maybe there's a chai tea as to why you have 2 there. And then brew over ice. If I want to do the iced coffee, again, I can make it strong. There we go. You can see that is highlighted. But I can only make a 10 ounce iced coffee. Again, I would have liked to seen the iced coffee be able to go up to, you know, maybe at least 14 ounces, because then you have a 20 ounce cup and allow for a little less than half of it to be ice. And you can do iced tea, again, up to 10 ounces. Iced cafe, oh, so that's good. I never knew I could do that. I might have to try that one a little later. Well, I think, or I hope, that was a decent review of the 2 machines. This machine I've had since it was about maybe 6 months after it was released. This one obviously was just released maybe within a month or 2, and I am an early adopter. So one of the other things of note is the pods for the old machine will not work in the new machine, and the pods for the new machine obviously will not work in the old. So far with the new machine, with the old machine, I could take, there's a pod that you can put your own coffee in and put it in and brew like normal. With the new machine, they have not come out with that just yet. So hopefully that'll be out before too long. And I think that's it.